So Harlem Eubank beats Tyrone McKenna via 10th round stoppage. And yes, in my opinion, I'm not going to lie, I think it was probably a career best performance from Harlem Eubank there, if I'm being completely honest. I feel like his movement was the best that we've ever seen it. Well, in a very long time anyway, Harlem Eubank's movement was the best we've seen it. But I feel like, Tyrone McKenna was probably on paper, definitely in, the top two hardest tests in Harlem Eubank's career. And Harlem Eubank passed it with flying colours. It was a good performance. Again, it wasn't an amazing fight to watch. You're never really going to be blown away by Harlem Eubank. But I feel like it was a career best performance. He dropped McKenna, what was it, 3 times and, got the stoppage. Yeah, I feel like the timing of Harlem Eubank was good tonight. I think his feints were good. I feel like he was good behind the lead hand. And it was, the lead hand that really was able to dominate the fight for Harlem Eubank and not let McKenna get into range. And McKenna wasn't really able to do much apart from, land the odd dig to the body here and there. But yeah, Harlem was quick. He was awkward with his movements, and McKenna was too basic for him. And kept on walking in the straight line and kept on walking into the punches of Harlem Eubank tonight, and that's what let him down. Eubank mixed his shots up to the body all right at times as well, but yeah, let's be real. I didn't expect it to be that easy for him. It was too easy for Harlem Eubank, in my opinion. But yeah, the jab was good, the double jab was good, and yeah, the movements of his tonight were awkward. That's what they had to be in order to win the fight. Yeah, I think overall, I just think, Harlem's timing was good and was making McKenna walk onto shots. And McKenna was just tailor-made for Harlem Eubank to just be able to deal with, if I'm being real. And, that was clear and bloody evident to see from the off. Tyrone McKenna was just tailor-made for Harlem Eubank to deal with and just completely outbox and stop. He was there for the taking the whole fight. I mean, you never know. Harlem could have got the stoppage earlier on, but he is patient. He does wait for his moments well. He doesn't, that's the best thing about Harlem Eubank is that he doesn't rush his work. He's patient, picks his shots well. Obviously, yeah, there was a low blow. I think it was in the 9th round where it wasn't. I don't think it was a low blow from where I saw it anyway. I don't think I saw the replay, but I only saw when it first happened. It looked like a fine body shot, in my opinion, but no, it was ruled a no blow, but Harlem took advantage of McKenna anyway and dropped him. I think it was in the 10th round, actually. I don't remember. I've suddenly forgotten because after that, during it, I was watching the Jonas Price fight as well at the very same time. So I was multitasking with it while watching both those fights. Look, I think overall, it was the jab of Harlem that dominated the fight. And the level changes, well, you've got to actually give credit to. The level changes were actually good from Harlem. And I just feel like at times, though, what I get from, Chris Eubank Jr., Harlem Eubank, at times I just don't feel like he trusts Harlem, he don't really trust his gas tank. And that's why I feel like he takes too much time. I feel like, he's got power there. And, it's been evident to see. It was evident to see tonight, and it's been evident to see in past fights. Harlem's got power there. Like, he drops his opponents in his fights. But, I mean, as I said, he don't rush his work, and that is good. But I feel like there's more that he can do. I feel like at times with Harlem, it's just the exact same thing. And it was effective. It's effective tonight. And it has been effective in his fights. But, as he goes on, as he ups the opponents, it's gonna come back and bite him, in my opinion. He just does the same thing too much, too often. And that's what's going to let him down. That's what's going to let him down. He just does too much of the same thing. And I feel like you never know as he goes up. The lead time could be too predictable at times. It could be easy to figure out. That's the thing. And he could tire himself out with his movements at times. I just feel like as well, Harlem does overthink a lot. And that's also the slight issue that he has. He just tends to overthink. And, I feel like he can, make his work a lot more pretty if he's, less cautious with what he does. I mean, it's good in being patient, but at times he's a bit too cautious if you think of it. But it's good he takes time, and he is a thinker, and he can be smart with his moments. But again, there's things where he can make his work look much better and, become an even better boxer. He's got the attributes to do so, in my opinion. But yeah, I just feel like there's the odd issue there, which I've just said. what is next for Harlem Eubank? I mean, we saw Chris Eubank get on the mic afterwards, and he said, "Oh, we don't think the." Well, I only heard that this happened. I didn't see that because then as soon as it got started, I was focusing on the Jonas Price fight fully. But yeah, I heard apparently Chris Eubank Jr. not Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank Senior got on the mic, and he was like, "Oh, Junior versus Ben's not going to happen, so it's going to be Harlem versus Ben." That's what Chris Eubank Senior thinks, but. I mean, I don't bloody know. I don't. What's the relationship with Eubank Junior and Senior like at the moment? I have no idea. But yeah, I just feel like Senior wants to see the Harlem Eubank versus Conor Ben fight instead. But I mean, whatever the rumors with the Harlem Eubank and Azim, I mean, Azim's like a champ now, so that's not going to happen. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if he just gets like a dead fight on Channel 5 again. But I do think Tyrone McKenna, it was a step in the right direction for Harlem Eubank, and let's see what's next. But I don't know. I feel like Harlem needs to leave Wasserman, and he's going to get managed better that way. That's why I think he needs to leave Wasserman. Anyway, thanks for watching.